What made Marcus Aurelius one of the greatest minds and rulers of all time? Was it luck? Power? Status? No, it was his habits. Daily disciplines forged in fire of duty, wisdom, and self-mastery. And when we study Marcus through the lens of Aristotle's philosophy, we uncover a deeper layer of greatness. Marcus didn't just live by Stoic principles. He lived in accordance with Eudaimonia, a flourishing life. In this video, we'll uncover the 10 habits that made Marcus Aurelius legendary. Habits rooted not only in Stoicism but also in Aristotle's polymathic view of virtue, purpose, and human excellence. If you want to build your inner empire, this is where it starts. Welcome to Aristotle. Habit 1, morning self-examination. Know thyself. Studio microphone Marcus began each day with reflection. He didn't rush. He didn't check a scroll of gossip. Instead, he asked, what kind of person do I want to be today? This aligns perfectly with Aristotle's principle of self-awareness, the root of virtue. Aristotle taught that the highest form of human intelligence is to know yourself. Marcus journaled every morning to sharpen this awareness. He examined his desires, his intentions, and reminded himself of his telos, his ultimate purpose. At dawn, when you have trouble getting out of bed, tell yourself, I have to go to work as a human being. Let this habit remind you, your day begins not with to-do lists, but with identity. Habit 2, voluntary discomfort. Train your character. Marcus often chose discomfort voluntarily. Fasting, sleeping on hard surfaces, embracing hardship. Why? Because comfort breeds weakness. Aristotle called this ethical training, developing strength by doing what is right, not what is easy. By practicing hardship, Marcus developed courage, a core Aristotelian virtue. He wasn't waiting for adversity. He was preparing for it. This habit built a man who could lead an empire under constant pressure with calm. The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way. Habit 3, relentless focus on duty. Live for the polis. Marcus didn't live for himself. He lived for Rome. He believed every man's life is not his own. It belongs to something greater. Aristotle called this the life of the zoon politican, the political animal. Man flourishes when serving the community. While other emperors chased luxury, Marcus chased justice, even in the worst conditions. If it is not right, do not do it. If it is not true, do not say it. Your power lies in choosing duty over desire. Habit 4, reading widely. Be a polymath. Marcus was a student of philosophy, poetry, history, science. He didn't limit himself to one school of thought. He was a polymath just like Aristotle. Aristotle believed in cultivating the whole mind. Logic, ethics, rhetoric, biology, politics, nothing was off limits. Marcus embodied this. He read Epictetus, Plato, Heraclitus, and more. This wide-ranging education made him a wise leader, not just a Stoic. If you want greatness, don't just be specialized. Be versatile. Be curious. Be wide in thought, deep in discipline. Habit 5, practicing memento mori. Live in light of death. Marcus meditated on death daily, not to be morbid, but to remind himself of urgency. Aristotle taught that contemplation of death helps us live more purposefully. Knowing our time is short clarifies what matters. Marcus wrote, you could leave life right now. Let that determine what you do and say and think. This habit destroyed procrastination and elevated gratitude. Do you act like you'll live forever? Or do you live like Marcus, aware of time's fragility? Habit 6, emotional mastery. Control the passions. Anger, envy, fear. Marcus studied them like a scientist, not to suppress, but to understand and master them. Aristotle defined virtue as a mean between extremes. Not too much, not too little. Courage is between cowardice and recklessness. Patience is between apathy and rage. Marcus didn't pretend emotions didn't exist. He trained his mind to respond with reason. You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. This emotional control made Marcus unshakable in battle and in leadership. Habit 7. Deliberate speech. Speak less. Say more. Marcus believed in speaking only what was necessary, true, and kind. Aristotle, too, valued logos, rational speech, as the mark of human excellence. He taught that rhetoric should aim at truth, not manipulation. Marcus wrote, "The best revenge is not to be like your enemy." He chose silence over gossip, logic over outrage. This made his words powerful and rare. If you want to be great, don't talk to be heard. Talk to build, or stay silent. Habit 8. Daily writing. Sharpen the soul. ****. Meditations was never meant to be published. It was a private notebook, a battlefield diary of the soul. This daily habit wasn't for the world. It was for clarity. Aristotle said that writing sharpens thought. Thought leads to action, and habit shapes destiny. Marcus used writing to confront his weaknesses, reinforce his principles, and realign with reason. You don't need to be a writer, but you do need to wrestle with your thoughts on paper, because greatness isn't found in noise. It's forged in reflection. Habit 9. Choosing virtuous friends. Surround yourself with excellence. Marcus was careful with company. He admired Rusticus for teaching him the value of discipline. He surrounded himself with philosophers, mentors, and soldiers of virtue. Aristotle famously said, "A friend is another self. The company you keep is the future you build." Marcus didn't waste time with flatterers or fools. He sought those who would challenge him to be better, not more comfortable. Associate with those who will make a better man of you. Do the people around you elevate your soul, or erode it? Habit 10. Practicing logos. Live by reason. Above all, Marcus lived by logos, the rational principle that governs the universe. For him, to live in harmony with logos was to live in harmony with nature. Aristotle taught that the highest good is a life of rational activity in accordance with virtue. Marcus pursued that relentlessly. He didn't blame fate. He used reason to align with it. Accept whatever comes to you woven in the pattern of your destiny, for what could more aptly fit your needs? His greatness wasn't accidental. It was earned by living in accordance with the highest part of himself, his reason. Marcus Aurelius wasn't born great. He became great through habit, repetition of virtue, contemplation, and service. Through the lens of Aristotle's philosophy, we see Marcus not just as a Stoic, but as a true philosopher king who lived a full, rational, and meaningful life. These 10 habits are not distant relics of history. They are blueprints for you today. The only question is, will you live by them? This is Aristotle. If this inspired you, like the video, subscribe for more timeless wisdom, and leave a comment. Which habit of Marcus will you start today? Until next time, pursue virtue, live with telos, and build a life worth remembering.